Hey there, Capricorn. How's it going? Hope everything's going good with you and yours. We're looking at your week of April 4th reading this week. We're going to be looking at your past, present, and future, clarifying those cards, and then tying everything off with an oracle message as well. So hopefully things are going good with you. Hopefully we got some good news coming in for you. But without further ado, let's take a look, see what we got here for you. Your past, we got the Four Cups, Judgment, and the Five of Swords. You got the Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and what you should be watching out for this week is the Ten of Cups. That's beautiful. That's really awesome. Ten of Cups is a card of your dreams coming true, your dream life, things of that nature, which was really beautiful. I really like that. So that's something to be keeping in mind. Maybe that's what you're working towards this week here. Or just maybe something to be aware of. Maybe pursuing our dreams just a little too hard sometimes. But let's take a look at your past here. We got the Four Cups, Judgment, and the Five of Swords here. So what we're really looking at here with these three is that there's some sort of commitment here with Judgment. Judgment is a card of commitment, deciding like, I'm going to take action, I'm going to go for this, I'm going to commit to something here. It can also be a card of kind of a reawakening or a revival of something here. So with Judgment, you see here we have this trumpet sort of being called out to these skeletons here. I'm not sure if that's coming into focus or not for you, but the skeletons are being revived here. They're being brought back from the dead. And so that could be something for you, is like you're experiencing some sort of revival at this time. You could also just be experiencing some sort of an awakening here as well, in regards to like your dreams and such, like we were talking about that Ten of Cups. That's actually funny because under the deck we also have the Nine of Cups, which is really good because the Nine of Cups is the card that comes before the 10, obviously. But with the 9, when two people come together who have Nine of Cups energy, you get the Ten of Cups and you get your dream partner and happily ever after. That's when everything's kind of coalescing together. So that looks really good. So maybe you're being reawoken to something, or just being awoken to something, reawoken to something, especially when it comes to that kind of like your emotions and such with that Four of Cups, right? I feel like this is sort of an energy, especially with this Five of Swords here. It really kind of feels like almost like you're kind of being awoken to not taking things that you don't want anymore, right? Kind of like you're not settling for less. This Five of Swords talks about winning at any cost, or pursuing your dreams and such, or pursuing what you want. I always call it a card of being driven, right? You're being driven to go after what you want. And the Four of Cups is a card of not taking what you don't want, right? You can see here this leaf, he's not accepting this cup. It's because he doesn't want a third cup. He wants the 10. Like he wants the big enchilada, right? Like that's what he's really going after. So that it can be very much that you could be that leaf. You're being offered less than what you feel like you deserve or what you want here. So I feel like in the past, that's something that you've definitely been considering and working towards here. In your present, we got the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles here. With these three, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, currently in your present, it feels as though you're kind of in a holding pattern here, and it's because something's holding you back. Like with this Nine of Swords, it talks about sort of your fears and your kind of like nightmares and kind of those negative thoughts you get in your mind, right? You can see this person, they're losing sleep because of this. Maybe that's what's happening to you right now. You're so worried and stressed out about things in your life that you're losing sleep over them. And with this Two of Pentacles, it can represent kind of being a holding pattern, right? Like these two heads of this giant, this person, can't agree to something, right? They can't agree. One wants to, he sees a pentacle and he's like, oh no, we don't have enough. And the other one's seeing it and he's like, oh yes, we do have enough. And it's kind of being caught between those two forces, right? Where you're kind of just stuck in the middle. He also has here on his belt, I'm not sure if you can see that very well or not, but that is an infinity symbol, meaning like you're kind of stuck in place. This is never ending. Right? And with those two, it can very much feel that way, where it's like this is a never-ending cycle of like I'm not being able to get out of these negative thoughts. So maybe that's something you're dealing with at the moment, I feel. With the Six of Pentacles here too, it's almost like you're giving too much of yourself, right? Like, and that's kind of what's leading to this, because the Six of Pentacles does talk about giving and being charitable when it comes to, you know, your material world, of course, because Pentacles do represent money, but it can also be with your time as well. So I feel like it's kind of like that. You're giving a little too much of yourself, and it's hurting you in a negative way, which is causing you to have those negative feelings and those negative thoughts that you just can't seem to get away from, it feels. But in the future, things are looking a little bit brighter here, because we have some independence here with this Nine of Pentacles, which I really love. Like, I love seeing people who have that independent energy, like, I can do this on my own, I can achieve great things. This, to me, really says that you're coming into your own here, right? You're gonna kind of take what's yours, what you deserve. With the Queen of Cups, I feel like your emotions are going to be reaching that pinnacle as well, because we're talking about going from like that 4 to this Queen, like maturing and really getting to where you need to be. With the Queen of Cups too, she represents the water signs, so Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So maybe you have one or multiple of those in your chart, and if you do that, it's a nice little bonus. It means you're coming in strong too, and or at least in the future, you're going to be coming in strong. So that's really great. So I feel like in the future, you're going to be emotionally developed so that you can achieve this 10 of Cups here. So I think that's really, really beautiful. And with that independent energy, I love that too, because that really signals to me personally that, like, you're not going to be dependent on this person that comes into your life. You're not going to be like, oh, I need them to live or something like that. You'll be like, well, I know I want them in my life, right? So I think that's really beautiful. With this 10 of Swords too, I feel like this is going to be a thing where in the future, it's going to be very quickly resolved. I feel like you're not going to let those Nine of Swords, those negative thoughts we were talking about, I feel like you're not going to let them run rampant on you anymore. You're going to take care of business, right? You're going to be handling this stuff. And I think that's going to be really, like, the best for you, is to get that negative thoughts out of there very quickly. So I like that a lot. So let's get into some clarifiers for you here, Capricorn. See what we got going on for you here. We'll take a look. Let's see what we got. We'll start with your energy. See what we got clarifying that. All right. We've got the Emperor, beautiful. The Queen of Cups, again, fantastic. And the Four of Swords. Look at this. So we got some more of that independent energy. The Four of Swords is a little less independent, more like you're just on your own. So, like, you know, in your past, maybe you're tired of being on your own, right? And like we were talking about with that Four of Cups too, right? We're kind of talking about like not taking what you've been offered. And it's like, I don't want to be on my own anymore. I want to share my life, right? I want to find, you know, my person. I want to find who I want to be with. And we got that Queen of Cups as well here, really hammering that home, because the Queen of Cups is saying, like, hey, we got that in the future. This is where you want to be. Like, this is your end goal, to be mature emotionally, in a very good position, to be independent, to be able to find the person I want, that I really, you know, I'm ready for my counterpart. I'm ready for the King of Cups, right? Which is great. You also have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is really great, really telling us that you're ready to boss up, take action, take charge here at this time, which I think is super beautiful. Also, as a nice little bonus, again, if you have Aries in your chart, it means you're coming in a strong way here. So again, let me know in the comments below if that is the case. So let's look into your energy for your energy. What am I talking about? Let's look into your clarifiers for your present energy here, or your present energy, your present reading, your present cards, your present mic. Let's see. What do we got for you? Got the Knight of Wands, Two of Swords, 10 of Wands. Yeah, that 10 of Wands for sure, going with that 9 of Swords, like we're talking about those fears and stuff. You're definitely carrying a lot on you. Like, this is like weighing heavy down on you. Like, you know, which could be saying, like, we're really worried about how you might not necessarily, you may feel like you're never going to find a person, right? That can weigh heavy down on you. Like, that's unnecessary weight you're putting on yourself. Being like, I need to find a person because, you know, you might feel like these are like the best years of my life and I'm wasting them away or something, or I've pissed away my youth or something like that, or I'm scared to ruin like these years. I want to be with my person so I can spend as much time with them as I can. And that's a little too much pressure to be putting on yourself. I feel like you need to relax and be a little more carefree, like this Knight of Wands. Like, I feel like you have that in you for sure. The Knight of Wands is very carefree, takes what they want, does what they want, and does it for themselves. You know, they're not in a selfish way, not in a self-centered way, but in a like, I deserve this kind of way. way. So I feel like you need that kind of freedom at this time to really help you get out of things. And I feel like too, with this Two of Swords, you need to make some sort of choice here. Like you need to decide, like, am I going to be more carefree like that Knight of Wands, or am I going to keep carrying this weight like this, like Ten of Wands is telling us here? Because that Two of Pentacles, like we were talking about, that infinite, you know, that infinite holding pattern, the Two of Swords is saying, like, you got to make a decision of some sort, right? Twos in tarot do represent decisions, and with two of them here, it's really saying, like, this is a big decision. Like, this is really important. Like, do you want to find your person? Like, if you want to find your person, well, you got to make a choice. You got to move on, right? You can't let these negative thoughts hold you back anymore. You can't let them weigh you down anymore. All right. And let's look at your clarifiers for your future, and then we'll tie everything off with an oracle message for you. So let's us take a look and see what we got here for you. We got the Ace of Cups, beautiful. The Magician, fantastic. And Scorpio's card, the Death card. So don't worry about that. Death doesn't mean a physical death. It's the end of a cycle, right? And we were talking about that, how you need to make a decision. So in your future, you are making a decision and you're deciding to end a cycle. Like, it's here for you if you want. Like, you can end this, you can break this if you so choose and move on. The Death card represents the death of a past self, a past perspective, a past philosophy here, and I think this is really beautiful. So that's great. And again, I said it's Scorpio's card, so again, that nice little bonus if you have Scorpio in your chart. So that looks great. But we got the Magician and the Ace of Cups here. You're manifesting overwhelming emotion at this time, which is so good. That's so good. It's just telling us here that you're manifesting just overwhelming emotion. You're manifesting the beginnings of this Ten of Cups, right? The start, the Ace, right? You're starting with the Ace and you're going to work your way up slowly but surely. Maybe you're not going to find true love like next week or, you know, the week after or something, but you're putting in the work to start that up, right? You're starting that new beginning, that new emotional beginning, that maturity with that Queen of Cups as well. And you're manifesting it for sure with the Magician, whether that's, you know, writing down the type of person you want to be with. Like, what are their traits? What are their, you know, what are they like, you know, instead of like those kind of surface level things, being like, are they reliable? Are they, you know, the type of person who does this, that, or the other? Like, who am I really working for? And I feel like with the Magician, it's really kind of telling you to, like, you know, write that down every day or every other day or maybe once a week or something, and see how your tastes change and how you kind of mold and see what the person you want in the future is. Also saying with the Magician, you got to get out there and do as well. You got to get out there and try to find that person too. That's part of manifestation, not just the mind, but the actual doing things too. So I feel like you're heading towards this for sure. And especially with that Nine of Cups backing things up, like, that's just telling me, like, you got this. You got this here. Look, I was going to say Quackercorn. A Capricorn, you got this. So let's take a look and see what we got for your oracle message. Hopefully this has been resonating and helping you out. If it has, leave a comment down below. Love to hear that stuff. Always love to hear the readings are clicking with people. So let's see what we got for you. For your oracle message, we have got the TikTok card, number 30. Let's pop out the message for that. So let's see what we got for you. Capricorn, Capricorn. What we got for the Capricorns? Oh, there we are. When humans create time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look to life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future is ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, were happening right now? In a glorious timelessness. You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are right here now and always show up when you need them, right on time. As Gandalf said in Lord of the Rings, a wizard is never late or early. He arrives precisely when he means to. And I feel like that's what the TikTok card's really telling us. Like, we were talking about, like, maybe you're worrying about, like, you're not finding your person now. Well, don't worry about that. Like, time is meaningless, really. Like, time, you only give meaning to time that you give it, right? Like, if you're going to say, like, I'm wasting things, then, you know, the universe and stuff is going to make you feel that way. It's going to seem like you are doing that. But if you're saying, like, I'm going to find my person when I find my person, or I'm going to get there when I get there, then you know that's what's going to be the best. You're going to find that person, and then you're going to put the real meaning into the time there. Like time will stand still with that person. Like I feel like that's really what this is calling you, telling you to do, is that like is just let it happen, let it be, let time keep on ticking into the future, and you're gonna find your person. So I hope that helped you out. I hope that resonated with you. If you want to help out the channel, you can hit that like, subscribe, share the video, and of course you can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Get a full look at what might be coming for you in the week ahead. Holy jumpins! And I'll see you next time, Capricorn.